Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea transfer news. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide what's happening. Comment below, because for me, this seems now a bit strange why this is dragging on so much. And to be honest, I don't think any of the journalists know what's happening either. That includes Fabrizio Romano. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I've said it in recent times in regards to Mike Mignon's transfer saga. A very short saga, but it seems like it's all over the place. A lot of people are talking, right? Fabrizio Romano started it off. He was the first one who started saying that we're linked with him, this, that, the other. Off the back of that, many other Mickey Mouse journalists have come in and they've provided their 2 cents on the matter. One journalist who have stayed absolutely quiet about this is David Ornstein. And you wonder, why is this guy quiet? Some of you guys have said, look, because he doesn't have all the scoop. Maybe he's not aware of all this situation. That's why he's quiet. Or some of you guys have also said he just waits till the final decision is made, then he delivers the message. Until then, he doesn't do all of this tiki-taka, sideways football, go backwards, keeper goes sideways, then go to the final third, and then go back again, and then launch it forward. Yeah, he doesn't do all of that. Whereas all the other journalists, they want to entertain this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen so much in the last 24 hours. I've seen Fabrizio Romano say 45%. Initially he said 60%, this deal is done. Now it's come down to 45%. And he also said that we've rejected something in the vicinity of 15 million, or less than 15 million pounds. AC Milan have rejected it. Now he's saying, AC Milan Chelsea might go in with a bid of 15 million euros. Just 24 hours ago, less than 15 million pounds. Now, how much less? 10 million? Oh, well, that's less than 15 million. Like, the news is all over the joint. And it's all over the joint. Well, it's not really all over the joint for Jamie Bino Gittens. Gittens' bid is also rejected, ladies and gentlemen. Both bids for Maignan and Gittens are rejected. Now, look, the rejection is probably not bad. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying that the news is all over the place because, we're firm on what we believe the price is for these players, and we're sticking to that. With the Maignan one, I don't really understand it too much because, we're literally talking about a few millions away from hitting the market. Whereas with the Gittens one, we are several millions away from what Dortmund won. Dortmund won something around 70 million euros, and we're putting in bids in the vicinity of 35 million to 40 million pounds. So there's a huge price gap there. Now, let's start with Mike Maignan, ladies and gentlemen. This was earlier on today, right? This was literally maybe 5-6 hours ago. Exclusive. Chelsea submit bid for Mike Maignan worth 15 million euros. Chelsea submit bid for Mike Maignan worth 15 million euros. Just remember some of these numbers, right? As final decision will be up to AC Milan. Chelsea want to get final answer on Maignan negotiations by the end of Club World Cup window on Tuesday, because we want this keeper in. Look, Maresca has made it very clear that he's not satisfied with any of our goalkeepers. And I understand. Well, why would you be satisfied with Sanchez? Why would you be satisfied with Jorgensen? Petrovic, fair enough, but apparently Maresca is not convinced with Petrovic either. He might, and I've said it. Look, yes, he had a stellar season at Strasbourg, but that doesn't mean that he's gonna be number one. If anything, he might be sold, and he's probably on the process of being sold. But at the same time, I thought, you know what? I don't mind if he is given an opportunity. But Maresca is coming out and saying he don't want this guy. He don't want any of our goalkeepers. He badly wants Maignan to come in. Obviously, but experience is good. He's overall a fantastic goalkeeper, right? So that's Maresca wanting Maignan. And obviously now the final answer is with AC Milan. Maignan wants to join us. He's already agreed on personal terms, this, that, the other. And we want him before the Club World Cup. And Maresca wants all of these players before Club World Cup so he can gel and we can go for that trophy. It's a big trophy. So off the back of this tweet from Fabrizio Romano, I posted this. I don't understand. Didn't they reject something bigger yesterday? So this was earlier today from Fabrizio Romano. And I replied, surely they, we've bid something. Well, they've rejected something bigger yesterday. AC Milan. Now, this was yesterday, late yesterday. AC Milan have rejected a bid from Chelsea for Maignan. It was less than 15 million pounds. So how much less are we talking about? Less than 15 million pounds. We're talking about 14 million, 13 million, 12 million. Because what is 15 million euros, ladies and gentlemen? 15 million euros. Let me just convert that. 15 million euros in Great British pound. That comes out to be about 12.6 million. Let's say 12.7 million pounds. 12.7 million pounds is the bid that we are going to go with. Okay? Is the bid that we're going to go with. That's what Fabrizio Romano has said. However, literally the night before, we've put in apparently something bit less than 15 million and it was already rejected. So let's say it was 12.6 million. So who's late here? Is Fabrizio Romano late with his information, or is this guy who is a Brazilian source? I think French source. Let me just have a look. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? We have to do forensic analysis now. Daniele Longo, Milan podcast. So he's an Italian. He's an Italian source, and he's been giving a lot of insight into this transfer saga. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, all over the joint. Now, this then started to flow through. Chelsea have submitted now, Fabrizio Romano again. Chelsea have submitted a bid worth, there you go. I just told you 12.6, right? Worth 12.6 million for Maignan. Also, Fabrizio says Chelsea are preparing another bid for Jamie Gittens, right? So both bids we are submitting. We've submitted the bid for 12.6 and we are submitting a bid for Gittens when we already know something before was already rejected, which was just less than 15 million. Surely it would not have been 12.6 because that's already been rejected as per the source before. Now, then, this is very latest. This is probably in the last 2 hours. Chelsea have let Milan know they're not willing to pay more than 12.6 million for Maignan. So we're not willing to pay more than 12.6 million. Yeah, we're not willing to pay more than 12.6 million. Dematio has just said, breaking, AC Milan have rejected Chelsea's 12.6 million. Bid for Maignan, Milan won 20 million. So we already know this was rejected well before. 12 hours well before. Fabrizio Romano saying we're going to put 12.6. 12.6 was already rejected. Why are we putting 12.6 again? Or was it even lower than 12.6? And 12.6 is the latest bid. And we're not going to go more than 12. Look, I don't understand it. Milan won 20 million, and I get it. Maybe don't get to 20 million, obviously negotiate. But let's try and get to 15 million and just finish this off. What is all these 12.6, 12 point, why are we wasting time? Why are we wasting time with 1, 2, 3 million here and there? 12.6 million. Just get to the flat 15 million and get this done. Now, look, that 15 million bid could still come, but apparently the word is from Dematio, that AC Milan's rejected 12.6 million, and Sky Cover is saying Chelsea have let Milan know they're not willing to pay more than 12. So we're not willing to pay more than 12.6 million. It's incredible. It's incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. All I know that apparently Enzo Maresca, now whether this is true or not, but which I feel like it is true, it's not too far-fetched. Enzo Maresca wants this goalkeeper. He does not want anyone that we have. The goalkeepers that we have, he don't want. So let's move. Let's move and get this deal done before Club World Cup. It could still happen. It could still happen. Now, in regards to Jamie Bino Gittens, I understand Chelsea are set to improve their proposal for Jamie Bino Gittens. New bid is coming very soon. Negotiations remain ongoing with Borussia Dortmund after first bid rejected. New one shortly. 7-year deal ready for the winger. So with him as well, we've got the personal terms fully agreed. He badly wants to join us. He wants to join us before the Club World Cup. I think Dortmund obviously are in the Club World Cup as well. They don't want to lose him. They want to keep him. But then we've got Chukwuemeka. They want to keep Chukwuemeka as well, but we want a compensation from there. It seems like this is going to get dragged on. This I don't mind. This Dortmund are asking for something insane. So this is what Dortmund's asking for. Dortmund won around 42 million, which I don't think is correct, Ben Jacobs here. I think they want more than that. I've seen rumors about 50 or even 60 million. Those numbers have been floating about. But Ben Jacobs is saying they want about 42 million. Dortmund want around 42 million for Jamie Gittens. Chelsea first bid of 30 million rejected. Chelsea happy to wait until after the Tuesday deadline, although positive talks continue. Now, I know not that long ago, we saw reports somewhere in the vicinity of even, 65, 70 million. These sort of news have been floating about now. Whether that's true or not is a different story. We've always said, when we heard the news about this 30 million, which was a few days back, 30 million is probably the right price for Jamie Bino Gittens. He's still a developing player. All right, at most 30 plus maybe 5 to 10 millions in add-ons, taking it up to 40 million. That is the maximum. Honestly speaking, Gittens has not blown the world apart. Gittens hasn't done anything substantial yet. Good talent, could potentially be something of a superstar, but about 35 to 40 million is the right price. That's inclusive of add-ons. That is the right price. Any more than that, look, if it's just 42 million, I'm pretty sure Chelsea will be able to do this deal very, very soon. I don't think it's 42 million. Dortmund want way more than that. This is where I feel like Ben Jacobs, I'm not really sure, sometimes iffy with his information. 42 million, if that's what Dortmund won, I'm pretty sure 35 million, 36 million will probably get this done. 30 million already rejected. Bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, look, these are the two players that we won. We won them before Club World Cup. I don't mind the negotiations with Jamie Gittens. I think Gittens is someone we definitely don't need to pay over the mark. But the information in regards to Maignan, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, why are we haggling over 1 or 2 million, man? Like, let's just get this to the middle ground and let's get this done and let's move on with it. All of this unnecessary back and forth is a bit too crazy for my liking, if I'm being absolutely honest. But then again, look, things might just happen. We just saw that some parts of this information from Fabrizio Romano looks like might be a bit late. Who knows? Maybe we are well advanced and we are potentially on the process of getting this done. That may very well be the case, but we shall see, ladies and gentlemen. This is the latest. Both bids for Maignan and Gittens rejected, but I think we might be going for further, bids very, very soon. So watch this space. Bottom line, we want these two players to come and join Chelsea Football Club before Club World Cup, and I want him to be here as well. I want him to be here, and let's get this over the line and getting them in, and let's focus on winning the Club World Cup. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya. Bye.